Hello, and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. I hope it's a beautiful day in every way. I hope the sun is shining, and I hope that your heart is open and you're feeling hopeful today. So that's what I wish for you. But welcome, and thanks for joining me on your mat today. Want to focus on opening up the chest, strengthening through the back and the whole posterior chain of your body. Really important posturally, breathing, balance, confidence. We just feel better when we stand taller, and a lot of that happens because of the strength in that posterior chain. Pulling the shoulders back, opening the chest, standing taller, getting that length in the spine, creating space. So we're going to work on that today. If you have a strap or a towel or a belt, those are going to be great assisting. If you have really tight chest muscles, shoulder muscles, those are awesome. So having those handy, some water handy, you're in some comfortable clothes that you can move easily in, and let's get started. So a seated position, if you can, cross-legged. If that's just not possible today, or if it causes pain, find a seated place that feels good to you. And we're just gonna sit up nice and tall, giving those shoulders a big roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Do that once more. This is just a great way to let go of tension and tightness, lengthening that spine, opening the chest, activating the muscles through the upper and middle back. Relax the shoulders. We're just gonna take a second. We're gonna close our eyes, turn the palms to face the sky. Touch the index finger to your thumb. And I want you to feel the length in your spine. Relax your jaw. Soften your eyes and take big, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Slow, steady, big breaths, calming the mind, quieting the chatter of the mind. Allowing the breath to just flow. Now let's turn the palms to face the shins just below your knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky, seated cat and cow. As you exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky, roll those shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale, hollow. Draw that belly button in and back, chin towards the chest. Inhale one more time, press it through, arch your back. Gaze to the sky, exhale, hollow. Inhale it up nice and tall. I'm just gonna turn, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. A little tap of the fingertips, lengthen and reach, core strong, hinge it all the way up. Bringing the hands around behind you, palms to the floor, lean back into those hands. If it feels right to you at this point, lift your hips. Roll those shoulders back, otherwise keep your bottom down. Slowly bring the hips back down, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, flow forward, reach it out. Little tap of the fingertips. Inhale, reach, hinge it back up. Circle the arms around behind. Again, just lean back into those hands, and if it feels right, lift your hips. Slowly release it down. Big circle of those arms up and over. Let's do that one more time. Lengthen and reach. Little tap of the fingertips. Lengthen and reach. Hinge it all the way back up. Circle the arms around behind. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Holding here. Breathe. Exhale, slowly release it down. Big circle of those arms overhead. Exhale and release your hands down by your sides. Sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. On your next exhale, roll the head to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder. Now press that left palm towards the floor. And now the right palm, press it towards the floor. So we just feel that long stretch down the right side of your neck. As you exhale, releasing the chin towards the chest. Nice big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. And let's roll it to the right. Right ear over the right shoulder, still long through the spine. Sitting up tall. Now let's press that right palm towards the floor, and then the left. So holding lots of negative energy in the neck oftentimes. You may be spending quite a bit of time on the computer, on your phone, reading a book, doing puzzles. Exhale, release the chin towards the chest. So letting go of that tension. And lift your gaze. Bring the hands behind your back, behind the head. Interlace your fingers and then gently release the weight of the head back into the hands. Let your elbows fall out wide. Support the weight of the head with the neck. Breathe. Use those hands for that support. Inhale it up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Just a nice long stretch down that left side. Inhale it back up. And exhale, lean to the left. Inhale it back up. Release your hands down by your side, still keeping that length in the spine. Gently release the weight of your head back. Now slowly lift that lower jaw. Releasing the jaw, slowly lifting the head back to neutral. Open the eyes. Beautiful. Reach to the sky. Exhale, let's flow forward and come up onto all fours. So as we come into our tabletop position, hands shoulder width apart, we're going to spread our fingers nice and wide. Core is strong. We're going to take that left hand, sweeping it through between the arm and the leg, shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor. We rotate our bodies and reach. Right arm to the sky, reaching up as high as you can. Now your gaze, you can be looking down towards that left hand. You can look up and maybe find the base of that right thumb. Lengthen and reach. Spread your fingers and see if you can reach any higher. Now feel that nice stretch through the spine. As you exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Press it back up to tabletop. Center your weight. Core is strong. We shift now to the other side. Right hand sweeps through. Shoulder to the floor. Side of the head to the floor. Rotate your body and extend left arm to the sky. So again, gaze. Does it need to be right along the floor? Can we look up to find the base of that left thumb? Can you feel that great stretch all the way through the spine, particularly through that upper and middle back? If you spread your fingers, can you reach any higher? As you exhale, slowly release your hand down, pressing it back up to tabletop, and sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels, forehead towards the floor. Nice big deep breaths. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to downward facing dog. Allowing the head to be heavy, the face to be soft. We press through the palms of the hands and guide our weight back towards our feet. Now as you spread your fingers wide, we're going to press through the palms of the hands and the pads of the fingers, rather than just the heel of the hand. So if you feel in down dog that you've got a lot of pressure in the shoulders and the wrists, try bending your knees and press through the palms of the hands and see if you can get some of that bend out of the wrists. And then slowly, slowly, slowly start to let those heels sink without shifting the weight forward to get the bend back in the wrist. So we really want to keep that length in the wrist. Let's inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs, reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy, head is heavy, face is soft. We bring the hands to the elbows. Hold on to those elbows. Let's shift a little weight forward into our toes. Feel that nice stretch down the backs of the legs, that release in that lower back. Now shift some weight back into your heels, maybe lift your toes. Just activating the muscles to the tops of the feet, a nice little stretch to the arches of the feet. Shift your weight back into your toes. And one more time, back to your heels. Can you lift those toes? Lift them as high as you can lift them. Now center your weight and just gently sway, side to side.
little arc around the legs. Soften the jaw. Slowly come back to center. Relax the arms and roll it up. You're a rag doll being picked up by the waist. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Do that once more. Inhale, reach up and back with those shoulders. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, circle the arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Draw the palms of the hands together just as best you can. We take a big breath in, and as you exhale, gaze to the sky, arch it back, a little or a lot, so just be nice to the body, only coming as low as feels right. So we're strong through the belly, we're open through the chest, we're reaching with those knuckles. Inhale it up tall, core is strong. Now lift the arms as high as you can lift them without leaning forward. So we're staying posturally upright. We're just lifting those arms. You might notice that the palms of the hands separate a little bit. That's okay. We're gazing straight ahead and those core muscles are strong. Slowly lower the hands. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, once again, arch it back. Reach those knuckles back. Strong through the belly. Squeeze your buns and rise. Again, core is strong, posturally upright. We lift the arms. So we want to keep that posture nice and tall, not leaning forward, not leaning back. And use the strength of the upper back, the shoulders, to lift those arms. Slowly bring the hands back down. Release the arms, big shoulder roll. That feels so good. And once again, big shoulder roll, up and back. Turn the palms to face the front. Tummy's tight, glutes are tight. Mountain. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down. Walk, step, or hop to high plank. So in our high plank, you can have the knees on the mat, or you can remain on your toes. This is going to be a little challenge here. So we're really going to work through that upper back and our core. So a renegade row, not typically a yoga pose, but we're going to incorporate it in with our crocodile and our plank. So here, core is strong. I'm going to show you the modified version first. We're going to take a big breath in and lift one hand. Take it down. Do a crocodile. Other hand, lifting it up right in front of the shoulder. A crocodile. If we're on our toes, we're doing our best to keep those hips square. Lift, lower, crocodile. Other hand, lift, lower, crocodile. Lift your hips to down dog. Allow the head to be heavy. So as we do those crocodiles with the arm lift, we really want to focus on keeping those hips square. They're going to want to shift because that makes it easier. That's a very challenging exercise. We bend the right knee, left heel presses towards the floor. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet, hollowing the tummy, hollowing the chest, slowly shifting our weight forward to plank. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Now we're going to reverse that, tucking the chin towards the chest, hollowing out the chest, lifting that spine, slowly shifting our weight up and back, hollowing the tummy, lifting those sit bones, and then slowly let those heels sink. Let's do that one more time. Kind of visualize a steamroller, rolling up the shins, up the thighs as we lift those heels, hollowing the tummy, pressing that spine to the sky, slowly shifting your weight forward, hollowing the chest, and slowly leveling out to plank. Reverse it, tuck your chin, hollow the chest, slowly start to shift your weight back towards those feet as you hollow the tummy. We're up on the balls of the feet, those heels are high, sit bones reach to the sky. And then slowly let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse one dive up. And as you exhale, spread your fingers wide, cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze the elbows back. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, squeeze, open the chest. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time, exhale, squeeze and reach. Pull the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Crocodile down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Hold your low crocodile. Now our low crocodile might be here, might be here, might be here. So those shoulders no lower than the elbows. Core strong. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the floor. Stand tall to warrior one. Hips, chest, and shoulders square to the front. Back heel pressing into the mat, shoulders soft and away from the ears. Breathe. We bend that left elbow, hand comes behind your head, right hand to the elbow and gently press. Chin staying off the chest, shoulders are rolled back. Beautiful stretch through the tricep, through the shoulders. Keeping those hips square. If you have the flexibility to do so, circle that right arm around behind you. Again, if you have a strap or a towel, this is where you would drop it down from that left hand, taking a hold of the right. Hips are still square. Lengthen, core strong. Begin to hinge it forward. Nice long diagonal line. All the way down the back of the body. Keeping that core engaged. Pressing that back heel to the mat. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Strong, solid. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise. Releasing your hands, extend left arm and then the right. Exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Now we can keep that right leg high, or you're welcome to release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Leg up or down. One push up. Again. Elbows right by the ribs. One more if you've got it. Release your foot. Lift your hips to down dog. And gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. How are those wrists? Are we getting that bend out of them? Can we feel that length from the fingertips up to the sit bones? How about those hamstrings and calves? Are they getting a little looser? As you exhale, let your heels sink. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall. Warrior one. Square your hips. Press through that back heel. Long and strong through that back leg. Breathe. Bending that right elbow, hand behind your head. Left hand to the elbow. Gently press. Just a really nice stretch through the tricep. Chest open. Core strong, circling that left arm around behind you. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Are those hips still square? They have a tendency to open when we start to add in those arms. Take a big breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, hinge it forward. Long diagonal line. Find your breath. Can you slow it down? Intensity. Purpose. Slowly we rise. Releasing your hands, extend right arm. And then the left. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Now we can keep that left leg high, or you're welcome to release it down. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Leg up or down. Here we go. One push up. Again. Awesome. One more. Release the leg. Lift your hips. Good work. To down dog. Now just sway your hips. Side to side. Wonderful release for that lower back. Head heavy. We come back to center. Taking a gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And then slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Now let's open up to the front. Feet turned out, doesn't matter how wide. So typically I'll have, if you're in class with me, we go to wingspans. You don't have to be wingspans. So wingspans is when the arms are extended out, your wrists are kind of right below or right above the ankles below the wrists, okay? You can be a little narrower, no worries. Come to some place that feels right to you where you feel really stable and strong. Rotate palms to the sky, inhale, reach to the sky. As you do cactus arms, sink into the legs. Squeeze those elbows back. Inhale, reach. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Exhale and sink. Squeeze. One more time. Inhale, reach. Now this time as we come down, elbows come just to shoulder height. So we're making a 90-degree bend. Now we're going to turn. Doesn't matter which direction. Just turn. And back to center. Other side. Turn. Keeping that 90 degrees with the arms. And back to center. Two cactus arms. Reach. And pull. Squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze and pull. Inhale, reach. This time again, back to those 90 degrees. Sink. And twist. Can we keep that 90 degrees? Can we keep those knees open? Back to center. Again, rotate, other side. Breathe. And back to center. Inhale, reach. Circle the arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And hinge forward, core strong. So the hands are just going to rest on the small of the back. Again, another opportunity, if you have a towel or a strap, take a hold of it in the hands. Breathe. Now we can keep those hands just resting on the small of the back, or if you like, let those arms be heavy and come towards the mat. A little tuck of your chin towards the chest. Just opening up through the shoulders, to the chest, promoting flexibility in the shoulders, the hamstrings, a release in that lower back. Slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Now, if you're taking special care of your lower back, I'm going to have you release your hands. Bend your knees, place your hands just above your knees, and begin to roll up. Back feels right. Keep those hands behind you. Lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong. Hinge all the way back up. Now, as we meet at the top, if you had to release those hands, bring them back around behind you. Now, gaze to the sky, arch it back a little or a lot. Reach your knuckles towards the floor. And rise. Release your hands, reach to the sky, 3 sunflowers. Exhale, grand plie, hands sweep towards the floor, chest stays tall, inhale, reach. Exhale, grand plie. Squeeze your way to the top, really squeeze those buns. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, relax the arms. Core strong, turn your toes towards the top of the mat. Giant step forward. We roll the shoulders back to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center. Shift your weight to your heels and slowly begin to sink. So firing up those legs, strong through the core. If you are taking special care of your knees today, be mindful of where you need to stop. If you are able to come all the way down, come down. Notice, can the heels remain on the mat? Or do we need to rock forward up onto the balls of the feet? Whatever it is whatever it is. Core is strong. Breathe. Now finding a safe way to come to your mat, hands to the floor, come down onto your bottom. Now we're going to pull those feet out and away from us just a little bit. Bring the hands behind your thighs and rock back to boat pose. So as we come into boat pose, I want you to be mindful of your posture again. So we have this tendency to kind of round out and hollow the tummy and chest. We want to be up nice and tall. So when you start feeling it in your lower back, that's a good sign, a good indication that you've hollowed out. We want to draw that belly button in and up and keep the chest lifted. If it feels right to you, you can release your arms. Now if you're like, I'm not so sure, best to err on the side of caution. So really taking care of that lower back. Drawing that belly button in and up. Now we can bring those knees to touch if you like. That's going to activate those inner thighs, those adductor muscles. You can add a flex of your feet if you like, just incorporating more muscles, activating more and more. If you like, lift your shins. Can you get them parallel to the floor? If you're like, not so much, that's okay. If you need the support, that's okay. How's the posture? Have you hollowed or are you still lifting through the chest? You can extend the legs all the way up. Point your toes. Breathe. Shaky just means you're working, guys. So shaky's good. Now release your feet to the floor, hip width apart. Bring the hands behind you. Fingertips point towards your bottom. Press and lift those hips to the sky. Now if you are taking special care of your shoulders today, only come up as far as is right. And if it's not right at all, that's okay. Now we're going to be mindful of the neck. Gazing up towards the sky or towards your belly button. We just don't want to let that head drop. Reverse tabletop. Squeeze your buns. Core strong. Slowly release it down. We come back to boat. So supported or unsupported, full boat, or skiff. We'll call it a skiff. Breathe. Now we're going to do the same thing, only this time we're going to have our legs long. Heels to the mat. Hands behind you, fingertips point towards your bottom. Now press and lift through the heels. Lift those hips, roll those shoulders back, point your toes. Reverse plank. Again, mindful of the neck. Squeeze those buns and slowly release it down. And back to boat we go. Roll the wrists. Checking in. Chest is lifted. So we're going to do that 2 more times. You can do same, or you can do one of each. You decide. Do you want full boat? Do you want partial boat or a little skiff? Maybe you want a yacht. And hollowing out. Now this time we want to hollow because we want to create that natural curve of the spine and that strength in the belly, drawing that belly button down. So you decide. Here we go. Reverse tabletop or plank. Lift. Squeeze your buttons. Find that breath. And release it down. Back to your boat, whatever kind of boat you want. Now again, you can do the same one again, or you can switch it up. Reverse plank for me. And lift. Breathe slow and steady. And release. Back to boat. Boat feels pretty good. Roll the wrists. And let's bring the soles of the feet together, reaching through with the hands, lifting the chest. Find that breath. So with those knees open out nice and wide. Shoulders rolled back, spine long. Can you feel the engagement of your arms, your shoulders, your core? So I'm going to face front, just so you can get that view as well. So we're lifting. We're supporting. Now, if you like, reach through with your hands a little further. Can you rest the calves on your forearms? Maybe bring your index finger to touch your thumb. If you don't like that formal hand posture, no worries. Whatever you like. Shoulders are rolled back. Find your breath. Now, can you close your eyes? Can you feel
all the different parts of your body that are working, that are being gently stretched. Is there a quietness to your mind? Let your thoughts be clear. Soften your jaw. Now gently open those eyes. Pull those hands back through. Bring the support behind your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Once again, side view. Now we can keep the support of the legs with those hands, or we can extend the arms. With those legs long, we're going to slowly, slowly, slowly let the heels come to the mat. Keeping that belly button drawn in. Add a flex of your feet. Reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Releasing your hands. Relax the weight of your head. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And slowly lower back. Soften your feet. Close your eyes. Strong through the belly. Just slowly lower yourself back. And relax. We're going to come to fish pose. So sometimes we got some cold symptoms, allergy symptoms going on this time of the year, and it's just a great way also to open up the chest, since that's what we're focusing on. We're going to roll to one side. Rolling to that left hip. We're going to slide that right hand underneath us, palm side up, and then we're going to roll over onto that right hand. So the palm of the hand is kind of resting against the back of your thigh. Now let's roll to the right. Bringing that left hand behind, interlacing your fingers. Just kidding. Don't interlace your fingers. Take a hold of those fingers and then roll back over. So we are laying on our arms. We're going to release the hands, so we're not holding our fingers anymore. So the palms of the hands are resting against the backs of the thighs or against your bottom. Shoulders rolled underneath us, so you can lift your chest a little bit to get those arms underneath us as much as you can. Now point your toes. So those legs are long, core is strong. Now if this is enough for you, stay here. If you like, core engaged, we're going to lift the upper body and bend the elbows. So we're resting on the forearms. Now lift your chest and take your gaze back, working to get the crown of the head to the floor. So as we lift the chest, we open it. As we point those toes, we're staying active throughout our being. Relax your jaw, close your eyes, find your breath, opening up those eustachian tubes through the ears, opening up the sinuses, beautiful stretch through the throat, through the chest, promoting airflow, relieving pressure in the sinuses. Take one more good breath in and out. Core is strong, we lift, releasing the head, and slowly lower yourself back down. Now rock to one side to release your arm. Other side to release the other arm. Draw one knee in towards your chest. And then the other, hands to your shins just below your knees. Pull them in nice and tight. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Now release your hands and extend the legs to the sky. Flex your feet. Bend your knees and open up those legs. So soles of the feet are still pointing towards the sky. Knees are open out a little bit wider than the width of the rib cage. And we're going to press our tailbone towards the floor. Reaching up with the hands, take a hold along the outside edge of your foot. And just let your arms be heavy. So we're coming into dead bug or happy baby. So now by doing this and reaching up, your tailbone may have lifted. We want to press that tailbone back to the mat so you can feel each and every vertebra connected to the floor as best you can. Now if you're like, I'm trying and I can't get it down, just keep activating. Keep pressing that tailbone towards the floor. Now nestle those shoulder blades back against the mat. And if it feels right to you and you're able to keep that tailbone down, use the strength of your arms to start to pull those knees towards the floor. Now inevitably, that tailbone's going to kind of pop off the mat if you're not paying attention and you're not activating those lower abdominal muscles to press that tailbone down. So this is dead bug or happy baby. Great stretch. through the core. We're actually activating the muscles in that upper and middle back, the arms, the shoulders. Breathe. Now let's bring the soles of the feet together. Interlacing your fingers to the outside edge of your foot, use the strength of those arms to pull your feet towards your chest or your tummy and to press those knees out and away. Now your tailbone doesn't need to be flat on the floor. It can be up a little bit. Now release the intensity with the arms. Release your hands, keep the soles of the feet together, and just slowly, slowly, slowly start to lower the outside edge of your feet to the mat. As you feel the floor, let the knees open. Hands come down onto your hips. And just relax. Close your eyes. Slowly we draw those knees towards one another. Soles of the feet flat on the mat. Hands down by your sides, palms to the floor. We tuck the pelvis so that the small of the back presses into the mat. Now slowly press to your heels as you lift your hips towards the sky. Peeling your spine off the floor one vertebra at a time till we come up to bridge pose. Top of bridge pose, we're resting on the back of the shoulders and the back of the head. Core is strong, squeeze your buns. Knees right in line with those hips. And then we're going to slowly, slowly hollow it out as we get each vertebra to come back to the mat. I want you to visualize like a string of pearls. And each vertebra is a pearl on that string that you're going to place back to the mat. We're going to do that one more time. So without fully releasing, or if you have, readjust. Press the small of the back into the mat. Re-engage that pelvic floor. And just slowly, slowly lift and press through those heels, lifting each pearl, each vertebra individually up off the mat. Squeeze your buttons at the top, knees right in line with those hips. And now slowly, slowly come back down. One pearl at a time till your bottom is the very last to touch. Left leg extends out, right knee comes in towards your chest, right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor as you twist. Turn your gaze out over that right arm, and just close your eyes. As we wring out any last little bit of tension or tightness in the back, neck, and shoulders, just take a moment. Think of something you're grateful for. Whatever it is, gratitude, love, joy. Feel what it feels to be thankful for. It's a pretty cool feeling. Health, always a big one for me. Slowly releasing that left hand, roll it back to center. Placing that right foot to the floor and just gently slide that leg out. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across. Keeping both shoulders on the floor best you can, turn your gaze out over that left arm. And again, just wringing out negativity. So we want to promote positive energy. So now take a moment and think of someone that you are thankful for. I'm thankful for you guys. I get to tell my classes every time I get to see them how much they mean to me. Every time you guys tune in, I can feel the energy and the love, and I thank you for that. I hope you can feel mine too. Releasing that right hand, slowly roll it back to center. Placing that left foot to the mat, and just slowly slide that leg out. Taking a moment, rest your hands on your tummy. One just below your belly button, one just below your sternum. Get rid of all the wiggles. We're just going to take a moment. 5 big, slow, deep breaths. Without wiggles, without tension. a softness in the face, eyes soft and relaxed. We are connected to our breath. We feel that positive energy flow. We send some of that positive energy out into the world, keeping all that you need. Let's gently open the eyes. Draw one knee in towards your chest and then the other. Hands to your shins. Safely find a way to rock yourself up. Turning back to front. Finding easy pose, a cross-legged pose, or just someplace that feels good to you. Sit up nice and tall. Put a smile on your face, close your eyes, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, pull the hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you, which means namaste. Take care of yourselves, be well, stay safe. Until the next time, my friends.